Everybody, welcome to Struggle Stage. Can you really Dave?
And Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Oh my god, I was not ready, but I like that. That was entertaining.
Now take it, Dave, and slow it down when you're editing.
No, speed it up
Slow
and make it high pitched.
Maybe I'll do a high pitched one where everyone sounds like chipmunks.
Yes.
That's how I've been editing the episodes. I've learned how to automate like 90% of what I do, and now I just cut out ums and ahs and really bad jokes that don't land, mostly mine. Occasional Casey burps.
Yeah, thank you.
Fine, leave them in. Again, that's an OnlyFans thing.
No.
Oh my god.
That's an OnlyFans thing. Give me $1 and I'll burp for you.
Ew.
Absolutely not. We're not putting that on there.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, let's figure out what we're doing here.
So the Flyers are doing really well.
Okay. Yeah. You want to talk about that?
I mean, I brought it up, so sure.
Sports.
Okay. Cool.
Sports.
So
Sports.
Struggle City sports ball.
we're not even talking about a sport with a ball.
It's a flat ball.
There
It's a
are
puck.
players that have balls.
They all do. Hopefully.
If they
Anyway.
get hit hard enough, they might have to get cut off.
Well, I mean, they wear cups, so
Well, you can knock a
helpful.
ball. You can knock balls upwards and inwards.
I'm
It's like
so
where
happy I don't have those.
You do. Your balls are already on the inside, so it's fine.
Yeah, but like I don't have to worry about them being on the outside. Anyway, yes, Dave, they are doing well. They have won 7 games out of the 11 so far, and that is exciting.
yeah,
I mean,
What?
it's not all 11, so they can't be that good.
they're actually surprisingly good. Like
Yeah,
I'm,
no, they're
I'm
doing good.
genuinely surprised.
I'm frustrated that we don't have Couturier. Like obviously, like he got hurt and he has to, recover and then come back. But like we need him.
But do we?
Yes, we do.
What? It's a 58 game season this year,
Mhm.
right? And
Yeah.
then it's the playoffs,
hmm
which I would imagine will be in a bubble.
Yeah. I'm
I'd
not
hope.
quite sure how that's going to work yet.
I'd hope it's in a bubble.
Quick side street. Have y'all ever heard of the band The Flaming Lips?
Oh, that sounds
No.
familiar.
They recently did a concert in which the band and everybody in audience at the concert were in plastic bubbles.
I
They were
love
all
it.
Bubble Boys.
Kind of great.
Oh my god.
Can hockey players start wearing those bubbles while they're playing?
How's that going to work with the skates?
Well,
I
you
don't think
just,
that'll
like-
work.
There's like leg holes, and there you go.
Oh, okay.
Oh my
Um,
god.
I think that would make it really difficult.
It'd be
I
That
great.
would be
think that's a good idea.
hilarious, though.
I'll watch that.
Do you know what kind of death match that would turn into?
Oh boy, yeah, it would be
Oh.
something.
And the bubbles aren't filled with oxygen; they're just filled with helium.
That's not a good idea.
That's a great idea. I love this.
That would be horrible,
It'd be great.
but hilarious.
It'd be great. Whoever is alive at the end of the game, that team wins.
Oh, so you mean like the 6th overtime, right?
Oh god.
Mhm.
Dude, overtime makes me so nervous. Does it do that to you?
Oh, for the Flyers, yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Because
For
we
any other
don't.
team, not really,
Okay, so why just them?
because they're notoriously bad at overtime.
Yeah, but we've won in overtime twice now.
Yeah, out of how many times have we go to
Yeah.
on OT?
Yeah,
And
no.
how many times have we gone to a shootout?
We suck at those. Oh my god. I like the last time we did a shootout, I was so pissed at Voracek. He did so terrible. I was like, why do you even have him out on the ice right now?
Because he's one of the better players.
He sucked last year, and
Two things in
Giroux
America
really
that
wasn't
have
that great
shootout.
either. What?
2 things in America that have shootouts: hockey and schools.
You just silenced the both of us.
Well, not in 2020.
Oh my god. Yeah, well, it's probably only because school wasn't like open for half of it.
No,
Oh,
that's
that-
exactly it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's my favorite meme. That's my favorite TikTok that I saw. It's like this kid's like, I got a gun, and then the kid on the other side of the camera's like, no, you don't. And he closes his laptop.
Oh god, that's dumb.
Uh,
But But yeah, Dave, I wanted to ask your opinion.
Mhm.
How do you think Hart's doing so far?
He's doing all right.
Yeah,
He's doing the okayest.
the okayest.
Great, not horrible. He's
Is,
solidly Philadelphian.
is that heart not pumping?
Okay, so he's like my favorite player, and I have his jersey. So
Does he
I
know you
was
have his jersey?
expecting. I hope so. But I expected a little bit more from him. I mean, he's only 22 and he's got so much pressure on his shoulders because everyone's saying that he's like the next best goaltender in the league. And it's like, can you do a little bit better? Because Elliot's kicking your ass right now.
Yeah, well, Elliot's experienced, so
Yeah.
What pressure? He's playing a fucking game.
money.
Money, yes, but also I mean, he
Yeah, but,
already
like,
broke a record.
Is his pay dependent on whether or not they win?
No,
Yeah.
but people shouldn't go into sports because of the money. Like, if
They
you're
do.
legitimately, I know they do, but if you legitimately love the sport, then you go into it for that. And that's what I see from him.
You go into it for the money and the CTE.
We're playing sports for money.
I mean, I
The
don't think
sweet
that they,
endorsement deals and the concussions that turn your brain into fucking pudding.
Yeah,
like, people get hurt big time in this sport.
Yeah, and I don't think
Not
they get
hurt
paid
enough
enough
for it to
for
be
it.
entertaining.
Yeah. Are you
I-
kidding me?
I think it's a perfect level of getting hurt because football is not enough. UFC and
Whoa.
wrestling is too much.
Yeah.
The violence in football is mostly anatomical, hence the pudding brain.
Yeah.
But
Football's so
hockey,
annoying.
it's like is a healthy middle ground in hockey.
Call
Yeah.
me when somebody's mad enough that they take their skate, tie it to the end of their stick, and start chasing somebody around the rink with it.
Why bother tying
Nobody's
it to the
gonna
end
do
of the
that.
stick? Just put it on your
gives you
hands.
range.
Just go like this.
No, it gives you range.
Yeah, but they do get mad enough sometimes that they stop the play and just beat it out of each other.
They just punch each other in the face.
They just
Yeah.
beat it out of each other.
Yes.
Well, with that much testosterone on the ice, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the third kind of shootout.
Oh my God. Okay, so Dave, I wanted to ask your opinion on something else because I don't have a lot of people to discuss this with. What are your thoughts on Konechny then? Because he pissed me off recently.
I'm going to preface this by saying that I have no idea who any of these people are.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I am
I thought
horrible with names.
number 11. Okay. Damn it, I thought you knew.
I care enough to watch it, but I don't care enough to memorize these people's names.
Is he the white one?
Dude, we have only white players. But you know what's funny? Only 2 of our players are actually like from the United States.
I was going to say, it's a mostly Canadian and Russian team.
It's probably
I don't think Russian, but Canadian,
Polish.
yes. Yeah, Polish, yeah.
Probably some
So
Slavic.
funny. Yeah, Voracek is Slavic, I think, which he's doing a lot better than I thought he was going to be doing because I hated him last year, and now he's doing pretty good.
Yeah, I think everyone gets a small little, like, you did okay last year no matter what. You showed up. Good job. I'm proud of you. A pat
He
on the
showed
back.
up.
Yeah.
Participation award.
Like, who cares who won last year? It was a fucking shit show.
It was, yeah. But that was when I really started to get into the game, so this was fun for me. Did you see Gritty at the game the other night? He was in like the big ball pit.
Yeah, that's all.
I love him. I love him.
So a Gritty lover.
He's so stupid. Like he's so pointless.
He's great
But
though.
he's awesome.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
10 out
Yeah.
of 10.
Yeah, I like him. And you know what's funny? I saw Lawton without his helmet on, and like all of our players have facial hair to some extent, and he has a fucking mustache that is like from the 70s. And
I
it
mean-
looks awful.
That's the last time the Flyers were like really good.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that you should be like sporting that hairstyle, that facial hairstyle.
So Casey, what do you think of sports?
I think sports are dumb. I think sports are very dumb and unnecessary.
They're entertainment.
I mean, so is shoving a fat person downstairs, but we don't go around doing that.
I'm sure some people do.
No, I don't see much I don't see many positivities in organized sports.
I mean, it gives you a sense of pride in whatever team that you're rooting for, and it gives you a sense of community.
You're talking to somebody that has zero sense of pride.
Zero sense of pride. Writing that down.
I mean, I get what you're saying. I really don't think that they should be paid as much as they are. Granted,
I don't think they should be paid at all because it's a fucking game.
yeah, but it's professional. Like they're having people watch them. Like that to me, like they deserve some money, but like I think that, teachers and doctors should get paid more.
Gas money to get to the game, and then that's it.
I think the idea of like celebrities in general, this level of worship is not okay. It's not healthy. But they should be compensated for their time on. Now, I'm not saying that they should be paid as much as, like Missy was saying, teachers, doctors, nurses, etc. But they should be paid what they make, like a portion of the ads.
Teachers don't get paid anywhere near.
No,
and they should. Yeah, we absolutely should. But I think that like at least the hockey players, like they get paid what, like their contract is $4.6 million or some shit. Like, what are you even going to do with all that?
I could think of a lot to do with $4.6 million.
Invested in GameStop.
Yeah, right.
Stonks and Borgs.
Yeah.
You know how many all of it. Cats that would get me?
How many cats?
How many cats $4.6 million would get me?
Two really
Too
good
many.
ones.
Yeah.
So many cats.
See, you would end up donating millions to like the shelter you follow on Facebook, and you would just take home like 3 or 4 cats.
Yeah.
I think that's a good use though of the money.
I'd 100% just like donate to something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would probably donate to like an animal-based organization just because I feel bad for them more than people.
I like animals more than people.
That's fair.
I agree.
Yeah.
In a lot of cases.
Mm-hmm.
So, did you guys ever see like the is it UNICEF or like one of those organizations where they're like support this child for 50 cents a day?
Oh my god.
Those type of commercials.
Yeah, I have seen that.
I was talking about one of those commercials with a professor at Holy Family, and I just said like, yeah, I usually don't feel much when watching those commercials. I usually just feel hungry.
My God, you are such an evil boy.
I remember I have food to go eat.
I mean, I don't feel hungry after that, but I'm kind of like indifferent, I guess. It's kind of like, yeah, that's sad, but I'm not going to do anything. Sorry.
Annoyed. Annoyed is the emotion that I feel.
Yeah. But then, okay, so what if... Oh, go ahead. But then do you feel that same way when the SPCA ones come on?
Oh, I have to turn off the TV.
I turn off the TV for both.
I turn off the TV for the SPCA ones because that makes me legitimately mad.
Yeah, I don't get
mad easy.
Yeah.
Annoyed.
I just get upset. There are the 3 emotions.
So many reasons why I've given up what is it, cable TV? Just straight out. That's one of them. Hands down. I can't stand
how do you watch the game?
I couldn't tell you the last time I watched like regular cable shit.
We do have cable TV, but I only watch it for the game.
Oh,
and
okay.
Abby used to watch Supernatural, but that ended. And there really aren't many TV shows that are on cable anymore that we would watch, especially with Discovery Plus.
Dude.
So everything's on there.
What a fucking service that is.
Great.
Yeah, I just heard about that. People are not happy.
Real quick side street about Supernatural.
Yeah.
Dave, how did Abby feel about that ending?
She liked it. She liked the ending.
Did you not?
I hated it.
I'm so surprised.
I thought it was one of the laziest fucking hours of TV I've ever seen.
I can't comment.
Yes and no. I feel like they had a lot of they continued on with the tropes that both Sam and Dean fell into.
Yeah.
I feel like that show was just incredibly lazy to begin with. After season 5, in my opinion.
So, like, to quickly set this up, Miss, the penultimate episode of Supernatural, the 2 main characters defeat and depower God with the help of the Antichrist, who then becomes the new god because they raised him to be a good kid.
Okay.
The finale, the grand finale of the show, was the two main characters go on one last case to hunt vampires. So and then they bring back some rando from season 2 that I didn't even remember who she fucking was.
Oh, good.
And then the one character gets impaled through the back by Chekhov's rebarb, and they spend a good, half an hour of the two of them just like talking and crying and pontificating, and then the one guy dies.
Yeah.
And then the last half hour of the show is spent with the dead guy driving around in heaven, and then the other character just living his life, which meant nothing really, because things only mattered again when he died and went to heaven and was reunited with his brother.
It was all right. I could really summarize that even further down.
Okay.
It was like a super condensed endgame.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That meant nothing.
That was less meaningful than the movie.
Yep. See,
yeah.
the way I wanted it to end, I was okay with it going past season 5 after Sam gets out of hell. I wanted it to end with Dean with the mark of Cain killing Sam, and then just spending the rest of his days atoning for what he did, and then going back to hell.
I don't even know the show, and I feel like that sounds better.
Well, like the biggest overarching theme of it was God wanted Sam and Dean to fight and kill each other because that's what amused him. And that just felt like the better ending instead of what we got.
Sounds disappointing.
Yeah.
I would agree.
15 years, and then that.
Dude, 15 years? Seriously?
Uh-huh.
God.
It was one of the longest running live action shows on TV.
Mm-hmm.
How many seasons?
15.
Oh, okay.
One a year.
Basically.
Roughly. But yeah, I mean, I thought some of it was like super, super cheesy. Like Dean monologuing for 30 minutes.
With a piece of rebar in his chest.
Yeah, that was horrible.
Okay.
And then I typed in the chat, Hoover God, because the way that the Antichrist overpowered God was that he literally became a power suck. He was a power vacuum, and he absorbed all of God's powers.
Yeah.
And he was like doing that from like random potted plants, and that's how it was like hinted at. He was just sucking power out of potted plants. It was
because their previous attempt to kill God with a black hole just didn't work.
It was so weird. I enjoyed watching it.
I'll commend them for getting like that bonkers with the writing, but then it just got so flaccid.
Yeah. Especially after like being 15 years. I would even say the first 5 seasons were like really solid through story writing.
Really good mythology built up, really strong character relationships. The best characters we had were all in those first couple of seasons.
Yeah, and then they all continued on past that with little to no changes, honestly, in their cast. Their solid cast, or their central cast.
Yeah.
I actually ended up using one of the first episodes in a project for World Religion.
Is it the one where Lucifer shows up and kills gods from various pantheons?
Yeah, yeah. When they're all in a hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, I used that one. It was great. But I remember watching that for the first time and thinking, "Oh my God, how are they going to top the apocalypse?" The only way they
just do more apocalypses.
Yeah, I remember making the joke though. I was like, the only way they could top this is by killing God.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's how they ended it. They killed God.
No, they didn't. They took his power away. They made him mortal.
You're right. Yeah. Yeah.
Can I take this side street to another street?
Yeah.
Sure. Let's just keep turning.
Yeah, just go in circles. So when you mentioned like killing God, it reminded me of one of my colleagues who is she doesn't describe herself as a Christian or a Catholic, but she has a very tight relationship with God, I guess. I really like her though, so she's cool. Hi, Yeti. Hey, kitty. And I was proctoring the keystones last week, and the person who came in to relieve me came in a little bit early, so we were just kind of talking, and then the kids had their wellness break, and we have to stay there for that. So that was like another 15 minutes of us just kind of chilling. And she got weird. Like, I was like annoyed and just frustrated with her. Like, she was one of those people, and she made sure to tell us that she was Hawaiian, like at least 3 times. And we were talking about how you have to have really good balance in order to do certain sports. So somebody was talking about skiing and snowboarding and all that. And then I was like, oh, I have terrible balance. And she was like, well, you need to ground yourself to the earth. You need to go outside and you need to put your feet into the earth. Like, take your shoes off. I don't care that it's freezing. You just need to connect with the earth. And I was like, lady, shut up. Like, it's just, no. I can't stand when people do that kind of shit, Like, even the students at one point were looking at me like, really? Like, what is this girl for real?
Running my toes through the long grass and the snow really gets me balanced every morning. I eat it with my Wheaties.
Well, it was funny because I tried to like justify why I have terrible balance, and it's because my equilibrium is constantly off because I'm deaf in one ear. And I was like, I'm just not good with balance. I get dizzy easily. And she was like, you need nature. You just need to reconnect with nature. And I was like, yeah, that'll help. Thank you. I appreciate the idea of like, getting in touch with nature and going outside and going for a walk and all of that. But like, when you take it to that level of, it's just kind of like, dude, just shut up already,
Yeah. Like, it gets tired after a while. Like, I appreciate the ideas and the sentiment, but like, to build a lifestyle around it, chill.
Yeah. Although I think I would rather have a lifestyle like that instead of one about religion. Like, I'd rather have somebody push this nature crap down my throat than Jesus.
I agree wholeheartedly.
You don't want Jesus down your throat.
I knew you were going to say something. I knew it.
Yeah, no, I feel like he's too big. Nature, at least, is more palatable.
From what I've heard, Jesus is well hung.
I don't want to talk about that.
Get it? Because he was hung on a cross.
Oh my God. Oh Lord. So, well, the colleague that I have who talks about her relationship with the Lord, she doesn't say God, she says the Lord. And that kind of thing drives me crazy too. I don't know why, but it just does. And I was asking her questions because I was like, let me see if you can explain things to me in a way that it would make sense, if in the same way that it makes sense to Catholic people. You know what I mean? So every question that I asked her, she was more than happy to answer, but it wasn't an answer that made sense. You know what I mean? It was just one of those like religious answers. So, and she was telling me like, we're all born in sin. So we're all sinful. We're all bad. And I was like, that's not our fault though.
That's original sin.
Yeah, like that kind of pisses me off. And then she was saying, all sin is the same. So you could, she didn't say it this way, but essentially like lying to somebody, that's a sin. Murdering somebody, that's a sin. That's the same thing. And I was like, that is not the same thing. You are not going to go to hell for lying, but you could go to hell for murdering somebody. You know what I mean?
It depends. Not if you murdered somebody in the name of the Lord, then you're good.
Yeah, like that's pretty fucked up too.
It's just double standards. It's all about double standards.
It always is. But it was just kind of like, really? Like, really? I had to explain to her what SOL meant.
Save our Lord.
Ew. Oh my God.
Shave old labias.
Shave our legs.
Okay, I'm gonna ask a kind of personal question real quick. So, have you guys ever like cut yourself by accident, like when you were shaving?
Oh yeah, I've nicked my balls.
Never.
How painful is that?
It's not painful. It's just like, stop bleeding, please.
Okay, because that recently happened to me. And I didn't even notice. And I was like, oh, how about that? Okay. I thought it would hurt so much more. And it was like, this isn't a big deal.
More painful when it starts to scab over.
Oh, I don't think mine was big enough to scab over.
It was a nick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like once it scabbed over, and like every so often, like a hair would get caught in the scab, and I'm like, I don't want this to happen, so I guess I have to.
I wonder then if it would hurt more depending on where you nick it. You know what I mean? Like, would that matter?
What, like nicking the beans versus the Frank?
Yeah.
I've done both. Neither is great.
Really?
Yeah, neither is great.
Oh my God. Ugh. Ah.
You just have to learn a deft hand. That's it. That's it. That's literally it.
Do you think it's harder to shave like guys or girls?
Probably,
I feel like it would be harder to shave girls.
I feel like it'd be easier to shave girls.
Really?
Yeah.
But like there's many folds and shit that you have to go through.
But, like there's significantly less to maneuver around, I feel.
I would disagree. I agree with Miss. 100%.
Hey.
Everything we have is external.
Yeah, but at the same time, like with the sack, it's like, do you stretch it?
You don't have to shave on the inside.
No, I understand that, but it's also it's all skin. It's not like it's more sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's just hard like when you have to hold something open and then like go in there and like get it from a certain angle. You know what I mean? But like okay, like for real though, like do you like stretch it? Is that how you shave it?
Yeah.
How far does it stretch?
No one's measuring.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just fascinating to me.
I am just there. I do a quick bat wing, I do a quick pass, and I'm like, all right, I'm done.
Okay, can I ask another question?
No.
I'm going to anyway. So now I know guys aren't like very open about this kind of stuff compared to girls, but like after coitus, do you ever just like your girl is just like laying there with you and you guys are cuddling and it's nice and whatever, and then like you go down, and does she ever just like start flapping it around?
No.
Really?
No. You're weird.
Absolutely
But
not.
You're weird.
Nope.
so fun. You just flap it around. Oh, it's like a stress ball. Like you can squeeze it and it's not gonna hurt. Like that's crazy to me.
What?
What?
No.
Really? Well, not the not the dangles. Just
Big nope. Big nopes.
really? You've been like somebody has never like just squeezed.
No,
Like when
that's why I'm saying big nopes, because squeezing isn't done and it doesn't feel great.
well, okay, because my boyfriend, now I don't want to say his name just in case, but he was like, yeah, you can squeeze it, like it's not gonna hurt. So I squeeze it, and he was like, you can squeeze way harder than that. And he put his hand over mine, and just like, oh my God, he fished that thing. I was like, oh my God, how does that not hurt you? Oh God, it was like a stress ball. It's crazy.
Absolutely no words.
Right. I bring up really weird questions and topics, so I don't know what you want from me.
I hated every minute of that.
But you love
Same.
me. You guys love me.
I hated every minute of that.
But you love me.
Yeah.
Like I know you're kidding, but at the same time, after we're done with the call, I'm gonna be like, oh my God, did they mean that?
No, I didn't mean it. I don't know about.
Thanks. Kays, can you just please reassure me? I actually texted Casey, like a week ago or something, and I asked him like if he legitimately is like getting bored of me or something like that. So like can you show
Tune
me
in
love
next
and
week to
affection?
see if she gets an answer.
I don't think I will. I think I'll be alone.
You're fine. You're fine.
That's
You're
not the same
fine.
thing.
You're fine.
That's not, tell me that you love me as a friend.
You're the okayest. Just like Hart, you were in your prime, but now you're just the okayest.
No, he's not past his prime. Thank you very much.
I love you as much as you love pigs.
That was mean because I hate them.
Oof,
I
my
love the
God.
both of you because I'm not afraid to say it because I like being your friends, and you guys hate me, and I don't even know why I'm in this podcast.
Because you have nothing better to do.
I have many a thing to do. I could go get more cheesecake.
Ew.
Ooh,
I
that
love
sounds like a
cheesecake
good.
now.
That's a good thing.
No, it's not. It's
I
disgusting.
I second the cheesecake.
I love cheesecake. Just how I love you guys for being friends with me. You see? You see what I'm doing here? I'm
Yeah.
starved for affection.
And why we won't give it to you?
How dare you? You're gonna let me starve?
Yeah, you won't die.
You hate me. You guys hate me.
Anyway, we got. Who wants to wrap it up? Miss, you want to wrap it up?
No, I'm too depressed. It's because I'm not loved by any of my friends. Everyone hates me.
Thanks for coming to Struggle City.
This was great.
We're all fucking.
We started talking about sports ball, and now it's ending with Miss having an existential break.
Because no one loves me.
Thanks
Except for the boyfriend I've been with for 9 years.
Thanks for tuning in. You guys are great. Follow
better
us
if
on
you
the things.
Gave me affection.
Follow us on the things, and don't forget, $1 gets you foot pics.
You just want to do that so badly, don't you?
$5 gets you foot shavings and foot pics.
Let them go. We can just cut this out. Don't
Okay,
say anything funny. Follow us on all the social media.